Hey guys, today I want to take a few minutes to show you guys how to make the opening in your whistle. Last week you built the whistle parts, the mouthpiece and the bowl, the pinch pot that's going to, you were going to eventually add some details and turn it into something a little bit more creative. But today, before we do anything, I'd like to show you how to add the opening to the bottom of your whistle so you can make some sound come out of it. And this is where it gets a little tricky. So don't worry if at first it doesn't work. We'll be able to fix it. We'll be able to patch the hole back up and try again if at first we don't succeed. So you can notice here that there's an opening and I can see all the way down into the bowl of the pinch pot. So if there's any obstructions, if you can't see all the way down into that bowl, we have to clear it out. And you'll also notice that there's this ramp, kind of like a ramp. That's the reed of the whistle, and it's very sharp at the end. So it goes all the way down on an angle. Think of it as like a slide. And the other thing that's really important is that the popsicle stick, when you put the popsicle stick, each time you pull it out, there might be little bits of clay in there, and that will affect the sound as well. So you have to go inside and make sure that you've cleared out all the little bits that might be hanging onto the side. If little bits drop down into the pinch pot, that's not a problem. We just don't want them hanging around the opening at all. Either the opening that's going this way or the opening that's down this way. You should be able to make a sound out of it when you blow on it. So this one's making a sound, so I know it's ready to start decorating. So let's start from the beginning here. Here I have one that I haven't made any openings yet. You want to make sure that the stick is inside of it while you're doing this next step, because and try not to press down on it while you're doing this. And to figure out where the opening goes, if you don't already have an opening in yours, I know I did it on some of yours, what I did is I drew very lightly a line that sort of followed the popsicle stick where this was going. And then I made a line where the edge of the pinch pot was and about the thickness. This is about the thickness of the pinch pot. So I know right below it, this is where the opening is going to be. So this popsicle stick is there. I take the back of the pin tool and I gently wiggle it to go through till I can feel the popsicle stick. There, the popsicle stick. The bottom of mine was pretty thick, so I didn't feel the popsicle stick right away. So I'm going to keep going. There, I can feel the popsicle stick now. I don't know if you can see that. So now I'm going to take the I'm going to take the pin tool and I'm just going to slide it a little bit gently back and forth. I don't want to make the hole too large, but I want to make that slide. So I'm gently wiggling it, smoothing this out. I don't need this anymore. Wiggling it. Now I'm going to use this side of the pin tool because I want to make the ramp all the way down to the edge till it touches the popsicle stick. This is how the air is going to be going in. You're going to blow into the whistle and it has to be able to slide right out of it. Some of the air will go down in the bowl. That's how the whistle gets its sort of tone, but the air needs to be able to escape. And without that ramp, it will not work properly. So sometimes we have to adjust the angle. This looks like it's going to work. So now I'm going to pull this out, and there's going to be a lot of cleanup to do, I can tell. Because as soon as I look down in there, I can see that the clay is sort of where I attached it. It's blocking down there, so I have to be able to see the bowl down there. So I'm going to take the pin tool and just scrape out a little bit of it. And if you can't get it out with the pin tool, we have these tools called loop tools, and this is where you might have to come to me for a little help if it's giving you a hard time, because we want to be able to scoop out, without making the hole any much bigger, some of that extra clay. You can see what I'm doing. You should be able to look down into the bowl. Looks like I'm getting there. I don't know if you can see that or not. So I should be able to see down into it. Now I have to put the popsicle stick back in, because as I was cleaning it out, I blocked the hole coming in. So I'm putting the stick back in, just wiggling it back and forth, pull it back out, and now I have to clean out those loose pieces. Those of you that aren't patient, this is going to be a problem for you. If you want to get your whistle to work, this takes the longest time to relax, try to clear the opening, make sure those little bits are gone. Make sure you have the angle on this ramp here. There, that looks good. And now I'm going to make it go straight across. If you get to the point where you feel like it's cleared and you blow into it and it's not making a sound, as long as you've tried, that's when you can come back over to me and I'll help you refine it. Because I'm sure if you got it this far and it's still not making a sound, I can help you tweak it, figure out what's wrong with it, and we can get some sound coming out of it. Okay, so I think this one looks like it may work. If that didn't mess it up. I'm not sure if I have enough of an angle on the slide, so I'm fixing that up a little bit. Pull the stick back out, clean it up. That looks pretty good. One more time, I'm gonna put the stick in to make sure the airway's cleared. That looks good to me, so the moment of truth. I'm gonna try the whistle. So I'm gonna blow into the mouthpiece. Success! So it takes a little patience. Once you get to this working, you can put the stick back in there just so it doesn't get too squished. And then go ahead, turn it around, and you can start adding some details. And then when you're finished with your whistle, you've added, here you can see this one, we added some ears and some eyes. You can get as creative as you want. You just want to make sure you don't block the air hole and you don't block the opening here. You can add other little bits to it anywhere you want, but those two places. You want to make sure they don't have anything in the way to block the sound from coming out. So good luck with this. This is going to be a little tricky. Don't get frustrated. I'm here to help you.